Welcome to Dax's Wasteland Workshop. This is my 37 Ford panel delivery van. It's a 1/25th scale Revell kit. And as you can see, I made quite a few changes to it. This was started for my hover auto shop that I'm working on. It's a Diorama 1/25th scale, and it needed a shop van. And at the same time, a fellow YouTuber, a fellow model builder, Mark Batson, Hobby Dude 007, he started a group build called the Channel Signature Vehicles. And his idea was for content creators that build model cars to come up with a vehicle that could have your channel name on the side and basically represent your channel. And I believe he and a bunch of other creators are going down to the Acme show this year, and they're all going to show them off. I won't be a part of that, but I can still be a part of here on YouTube, and this is my entry. So Mark, thanks so much for starting this group build. Let's check out what I've done to mine. So as I had said, this van was built for my diorama that I'm working on. This is a futuristic wasteland hover car repair shop and Android repair shop. But we're gonna leave all those out and just focus on the van, as the androids and the green lights, exotic cars, and half-naked women are quite a distraction. So we're just gonna focus on the van and all the changes I've done to it. And the first thing you'll notice is that I've shortened it by quite a bit. I chopped much of the front end off, and that was quite a bit of work. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I placed a flat piece of styrene, some thick styrene up front, and placed the nose cone on and sort of built around it with putty, and it turned out pretty good. If you look close, you'll see it is slightly crooked. It's off to one side, but most people aren't going to notice it, I don't think. This is my second car. This is my second hover car of over 30 cars I've made that has landing gear. The first car that I made having landing gear was a 32 Ford that I love, one of my favorite cars I built. That one's got some landing gear. They stick out a little bit. Well, this is a similar idea. Since this one's going to be in the shop as part of the diorama, it will be on the ground and landing gear extended. As you can see, there's some on the back, like little skis. The headlights and the taillights match. Those are center caps from rims, and I don't remember where I got them from. They have a 5-hole design from a center cap of a rim. Hello. Placed into a styrene tube and shaped to fit the side of the car. As you can see, I didn't include a front bumper, and it is something I leave off a few of my hover cars. And I have a bumper as an example. This one's not for this car, but if you can imagine, you're cruising pretty fast in a hover car and you lose control, this bumper is not going to help. In fact, all it's doing is stopping airflow, so I tend to leave the bumpers off. We'll check out the side thrusters. As my typical hover cars, I usually put two. There's smaller ones in the front, a little bit bigger in the back, and I've been on this segmented pipe kick. And I love doing these segmented pipes. I think they really add a cool look to it, a good texture to it. And I've been adding these to my cars lately. You can see I've done some rust damage where I've drilled through plenty of spots to make the rust thin, to make the metal thin and rusted through. We're going to use our imagination and pretend that when this door opens, this entire fender swings out. And that's also the way you work on the side turbine. And the back of the car, you'll see I love to make all my hover cars appear to be very fast. That's what they're all about, is power. And this being a shop van, we still got to have some massive power. So we've got our two large turbines in the rear, which take up a bunch of the cargo area. So, you figure you're using this shop van to go pick up parts. Well, you've now eliminated a third of your cargo area. That's another reason that we added the roof rack. The roof rack can hold some of the parts. So this door, I've cut a third of it off, stuck the turbines out the rear. You've also got these two on the bottom. And I'll make it so they can come off if I need to display it with parts inside of it as part of my diorama. I can then maybe position it with the doors open. So that's just kind of a temporary fix for right now. Again, it's part of my diorama, so I don't know. I'll probably end up putting some shelves in there with some auto parts eventually, and maybe just have it parked in the back of the shop somewhere. So that's the whole story about the doors. These little thrusters here came off a Gundam. These thrusters I made out of styrene tube. The roof rack is that styrene covered wire, and you can bend it and it holds its shape. And that's how I made the roof rack. It's pretty sturdy. It's strong. And then it's got diamond plate on the top. I've seen diamond plate weathered where it's been, painted white and the white paint is chipping. I thought about doing that to match the roof, but I'm not sure yet. I want to put more parts on here as I get along with the diorama. So I may end up painting this white and then flaking the paint off. It's got side intakes to feed the side turbines. Part of Mark Batson Hobby-Do 007's signature channel vehicle is to have a shop van, work truck, or a vehicle and associate it with your channel by putting your logo or channel title on the side of the van. And I went with a graffiti look. I did the two different color schemes. This one's a purple, pink, yellow. This one's more greens, blues, yellow. I did these with some cheap markers I got off Amazon. And they work really good. I'm going to do a video on building this van, and I want to do a separate video on how I did the graffiti. It's not perfect. It's really the second time I've tried graffiti. I did some graffiti on the taxi build I did last year. So this is really the second time I've done graffiti. First time I've ever done it on the car itself. And I think it turned out good. I tried to weather it. I tried to weather it by going over it with a fine grit sandpaper and wet sanding to give it a worn look, and it looked terrible. It basically peeled the top colors down to the bottom, which was this black, and it just didn't look right. So I ended up having to paint it over. But I love this van. It's really, really cool. I'm happy with the way that front end turned out. Very stub-nosed. I added these aggressive vents in the front for the visor. and a little bracket for the front here. And I made a little nylon strap for to hold the equipment down. That's maybe turbines of some kind. Didn't go crazy on the bottom here. And I'm still kind of working on this as I'm working on the diorama. It's pretty much done. I may throw some extra parts in here, but I don't really need to. It's going to be stationary. There's some stuff inside. I put a little monitor in the center there. Very hard to see. And it's a lot of shift levers and a flight yoke. But I love this little guy. Thanks for checking out my van. And thank you again, Mark Batson, HobbyDude 007, for starting this group build. Hey, and if you guys want to check another guy that's doing a group build on this same project, this signature build, check out Arterake. His name's Irv, and he's got a couple of cool Metro vans that he's done for his channel, and those things are just amazing. And check out Mark's as well. Mark has one he did a number of years ago, I believe, and he's working on 2 new ones, and those are coming along great. So check those guys out. And thanks for watching my video. Thanks for sticking around. If you liked this content, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see this shop continue to get built, I'm working on it for the Kansas City model show coming up this June, and I need to get it done quick. So that's what's going on. You're still here, as I knew you would be, because you're a fan. And with that, I'd like to tell you I've just been accepted into the YouTube creator program, and they've allowed me to start a YouTube channel membership. And if you're interested, please don't feel obligated. If you're interested in supporting the channel, click the join button below and check it out. I'll have a couple of different tiers, and again, no obligation, but it will really support the channel, and I would appreciate it. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day.